Hello there.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. We are here for a fun 2-0 versus a 2-0 match. We got Joseph Olivas going up against Richie Goodacre. I almost said Richie Goodacre. That would not have been correct. I was
Richie.
I was trying to combine his first and last name, I think. But very exciting match. Both 2-0. To get here today, and now one of them is going to have a loss on the record. This is always the sad part about these types of matches where the rookies come in and they do well and then they play each other, and now one of them is on a hot streak and has to fall off. But such is life. Nick, you are here with me. What are your thoughts on this matchup of these two rookies?
Yeah, similar paths for both. Richie's just started later in the year, started in Act 3. Joseph, we saw start at the beginning of the year. Joseph additionally played in a 5-way to try and get into the tournament. Didn't make it, but that doesn't count towards record because he didn't win. But at the end of the day, they're both 2-0. After this, they'll be the only rookie. The winner will be the only rookie this year to finish undefeated. So, stakes.
That's spicy. I like that. I should have known that and led with that. But you're here to fill in the gaps of the knowledge that I do not have, which is a lot. Let's get into it, starting with the promos.
So I feel like despite real life things happening, I feel like I could have done better last week. But things happen in real life. So up to Richie.
Hey. Looking forward to competing against Joseph. He's a beast, but I'm going good golly, going to try my best. 2-0. I'm on a roll. Let's see if that continue that full momentum.
Nick, thoughts on the promos?
Missed them, Tim. I was getting water.
I came with water to the match, but I left during Joseph's to get my board. So
I imagine they're both excited.
I think so. Let's get into it. Starting with round number 1. Nick, how's that going to work?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
One quick question. Richie, green or pink?
Green.
All right. Ready. Good luck, Richie.
Your first question will come in the category of criminal underworld. In which Fast and Furious movie does a character own a car with a design based on the Incredible Hulk?
Ooh, bit of a mashup.
We've matched it up.
Yeah. Speaking of mashups, let me pitch you something here. I had a player today ask me a debate question. They asked, would they combine categories in the future? Like do fandom actors and actresses? 5, 4.
No.
2, 1. Pens down, Richie.
Yeah.
And let's go to Richie.
I don't know. Is it Too Fast and Furious?
And Joseph.
I'm going to say Fast X.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift. All right, your next question is coming in the category of Star Trek. Who plays Will Riker in Star Trek First Contact? Reminder, Richie, just have your both hands on screen, please, if you can. Thank you. Yeah, so and then they also asked, like, could they, so the example was like, could they do something like say an actor like Lawrence Fishburne and be like, Lawrence Fishburne fandom films as a category. It's like, that's interesting. It's interesting. 5.
No. Wait, hang on. No.
Hands down. No. Let's go to Joseph.
I've been meaning to revisit these movies. Is it Jonathan Frakes?
And Richie.
I don't know. Will Wheaton.
Jonathan Frakes is correct. So Joseph gets on the board. Your next category is coming from Nick.
It's in the category of mixed bag. Your question is, name one of the 2 ways a character played by Jai Courtney has died in a fandom film.
So I think, given the setup of the current Fanzone debate, you can't do it because you got to pick one fandom. You got to pick one Mazone. But yeah, I always say that. But in the future, we could like add actors and actresses to fandom. Or the fandom list of categories in debate. 5.
Or not.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Richie.
Shot.
And Joseph.
Also shot.
Shot is correct. We also would have accepted explosion. So it is 2-1. Your next question is coming in the category of DreamWorks. In the Penguins of Madagascar, who hooks themselves up to the ray that turns the penguins cute again? What a lovely film.
Definitely. And I hear a question like that. I'm like, this is important knowledge, in life.
I'm glad I know this.
One day when I go to the bank for a loan to start a small business, I'm going to say, did you know that in the Penguins movie?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
I'm going to say Kowalski.
And Richie.
I can remember anything. I said King Louis.
Private is the answer. Private. So both incorrect, but next question is coming from Nick.
It's in the category of Law and Order. At what type of location do Lee and Carter first encounter Ricky Tan in Rush Hour 2?
I might not lead with the whole like Penguins of Madagascar thing, but I would maybe be like, did you know 3-time Fandom Fights Teams champion on Multiplex Entertainment? www.youtube.com/Multiplex Entertainment.
And then if they're on the fence, then you throw in the Private hooked himself up to the ray.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe throw in something from like, I don't know, Final Friday. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Richie.
It's in massage parlor.
And Joseph.
I said a boat.
Massage parlor. Spa is correct. So Richie will tie it up 2-2. Your next question is in the category of Marvel. In Spider-Man, the first time Peter takes photos of himself as Spider-Man for the Daily Bugle, he is stopping what specific type of crime? Thoughts on crime?
Bad.
Yeah. Not good.
And I don't want to get political here, but bad.
Yeah, I okay, we're pushing the envelope a little
Crime. No.
5, 4. That's your whole platform. Yeah. 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
Armed robbery.
And let's go to Richie.
I said burglary.
I don't think we can take either, Nick, because specific. Or what do you think?
It's an armored truck robbery. They're robbing an armored truck.
They are armed and they're robbing. We said specific, so I'm not sure. I'll lean to you. I haven't seen it in a while.
I would say Joseph is correct and Richie is not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So then Joseph gets the point. It is 3-2. And what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of James Bond. Which recurring Bond actor from a Pierce Brosnan Bond film says the quote, "The insurance company is never going to believe this"?
Thoughts on insurance?
Good. Crime? Question mark? No. Insurance? Get it.
Have it.
In case of crime.
In case. Yeah, that's good. So are you a politician or are you a insurance salesman in this scenario? 5, 4,
Just say I earn a little on the side.
1, pens down. Let's go to Richie.
John Cleese.
And Joseph.
I also said John Cleese.
Both are incorrect. We were looking for Robbie Coltrane. But your next question is coming to you from the category of DC. Which DC movie's soundtrack features the songs Radical Early Discovery, Really Elegant Diversion, and Ruined Election Dinner? Just love putting on DC movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
Good pass on it, man. Speaking of soundtracks, though, a bar we like to go, not a bar, a brewery we like to go to has started selling vinyl records. So now they have this like huge thing of like classic vinyls. It's very nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like it. 5, 4. Fits the vibes.
So are they a vinyl record
1.
shop? Or
Pens down. No, they're a brewery who sells vinyl records. Let's go to Joseph.
This is going real well. I said Justice League.
And Richie.
So Man of Steel.
Both incorrect. We were looking for Red. Red. Because of the thing. Yeah, Nick, go ahead.
Your penultimate question comes in the category of YA. Who is the last member of the Cullen family that Bella meets in Twilight? That last question was quite clever.
Radical Early Discovery.
All the things were already
Really Elegant Diversion.
Yeah.
Who wrote that?
Not me.
What if they just made that up?
Yeah, I didn't check it, so
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to Richie first.
I got blank board. Got nothing.
And Joseph.
Please tell me it's Carlisle.
It is not Carlisle. It is Esme, who I believe is So, final question of the round is coming in the category of sci-fi icons. In Ghostbusters, what type of food cooks itself on Dana's countertop when she first starts experiencing paranormal activity? I'm going to say something blasphemous here.
please.
This is a good movie. I'd seen it once many years ago and had never rewatched it, and I watched it this weekend because Kill Me, and it's pretty good. Like it's actually.
I don't think that's blasphemous.
No, it's not blasphemous at all. I'm being very facetious. I wrote a review and said, "Turns out this is a pretty good flick." 5.
So being facetious is blasphemous.
2, 1. Pens down. I'm being facetious about being blasphemous. Let's go to Joseph.
I've also been meaning to rewatch this one. I just said bread.
And Richie.
Popcorn. I don't know.
Both incorrect. We're looking for eggs. Eggs. Okay. So at the end of round number 1, I've got Joseph in the lead by 1, 3-2. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, let's get into round number 2. How's it going to work?
Well, round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 Fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down multiple choice. At which point, it will only be worth 1 and be on the lookout as stealings available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Epic Adventures, Criminal Underworld, Pixar, YA, Horror Icons, Sci-Fi Icons, Law & Order, and Disney Animation. Take it away, Tim.
Joseph, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Richie?
Let's just get it over with. I'll spin first, please.
All right.
Alrighty.
This will be the spin for Joseph. And it lands on Sci-Fi Icons.
Not the worst one here. Can I see the categories again, please?
You may.
I'd rather avoid some of the other ones, so I'll keep it, please.
Okay.
Alright.
Nick, will you please go ahead and read Joseph his questions in the category of Sci-Fi Icons?
Gladly. Joseph, I'll be reading you your questions in the category of sci-fi icons. Are you prepared for them?
Maybe.
All right. Your first question. Someone wins a real gun from a carnival shooting game in which sci-fi icons film?
Five, four.
Let's go multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Ghostbusters 2016, B, Alien vs. Predator, C, Back to the Future Part 3, or D, Terminator Genesis?
Terminator Genesis?
That is incorrect. Richie, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Ghostbusters 2016, B, Alien vs. Predator, C, Back to the Future Part 3, or D, Terminator Genesis.
I'll go C.
C is correct for the 1-point steal.
My second pick.
Joseph, your second question. Who plays the crewman Brett in Alien?
Harry Dean Stanton.
That is correct for 2 points.
Richie, just a reminder, keep both hands on screen, please.
Yeah.
All right, Joseph, your third question. What specific ghostly weapon does Patty use to destroy the flying winged green ghost Mayhem in Ghostbusters 2016?
I'll go multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Ghost Whip, B, Ghost Chipper, C, Ecto Trapper, or D, Ghost Sword?
Can you repeat the options, please?
Yep, your options again are A, Ghost Whip, B, Ghost Chipper, C, Ecto Trapper, or D, Ghost Sword.
Ecto Trapper?
That is incorrect. Richie, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Ghost Whip, B, Ghost Chipper, C, Ecto Trapper, or D, Ghost Sword.
Ghost Chip. B.
B is correct for a 1-point steal.
All right.
Joseph, your penultimate question. Air Razor is a transformer shaped like what kind of animal in Transformers Rise of the Beasts?
I keep forgetting this is part of this category. Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Jaguar, B, Eagle, C, Gorilla, or D, Dinosaur?
Let's go with Jaguar.
That is incorrect. Richie, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Jaguar, B, Eagle, C, Gorilla, or D, Dinosaur.
I'll go C. Gorilla.
That's unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for B, Eagle.
Okay.
And Joseph,
All
your
right.
final question in sci-fi icons. A Terminator with what designation fights Marcus while John sets the facility to explode at the end of Terminator Salvation?
Multiple choice, please, just to be safe.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, T800, B, T1000, C, TX, or D, Rev 9?
T800.
That's correct for 1 point.
Oh,
In the end of Joseph's round 2.
All right, so Joseph gets his total up to 6, but with that steal in there, Richie's at 4.
That's correct.
Okay, so we will bring back the wheel. This will be the spin for Richie.
Yes, it will. Okay, here we go. There it is. Dun dun.
Lands on Law and Order.
I'll keep.
Okay. All right, Richie, I'll be giving you your questions in Law and Order. Are you ready? All right. I didn't hear
Nope.
confirmation. He might be frozen.
He is frozen.
Okay. All right, Richie, your first question in Law and Order. In which Law and Order film does a droid malfunction and brutally kill a man in a conference room?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Lethal Weapon 4, B, A Good Day to Die Hard, C, Rush Hour 2, or D, RoboCop.
Can I hear the options one more time?
Yep, your options again are A, Lethal Weapon 4, B, A Good Day to Die Hard, C, Rush Hour 2, or D, RoboCop.
I'll go B.
I'm sorry, one more time.
B.
B is incorrect. Joseph, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Lethal Weapon 4, B, A Good Day to Die Hard, C, Rush Hour 2, or D, RoboCop?
So it's RoboCop 1987. I thought he said D as in dog, though.
No, I said B for.
Oh,
Fair.
okay. Then RoboCop 1987.
That is correct for 1 point.
Hmm.
All right, Richie, your next question in Law and Order. Who directed A Good Day to Die Hard?
I'll probably get it. I might get on a multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, John McTiernan, B, Len Wiseman, C, John Moore, or D, Stephen Hopkins.
B. Len Wiseman.
That is incorrect. Joseph, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, John McTiernan, B, Len Wiseman, C, John Moore, or D, Stephen Hopkins?
John Moore.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. All right, Richie, your next question.
Yep.
What is the first name of Alex Murphy's son in 2014's RoboCop?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Alex, B, Samuel, C, David, or D, Jason.
Jason.
That is incorrect. Joseph, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Alex, B, Samuel, C, David, or D, Jason?
I think it's David.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Richie, your next question. How does Axel's friend Mikey die in Beverly Hills Cop?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, hit on the head, B, thrown out of a window, C, shot, or D, stabbed.
Thrown out a window.
That is incorrect. Joseph, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, hit on the head, B, thrown out of a window, C, shot, or D, stabbed?
Shot.
That is correct for 1 point. And Richie, your final question. In Rush Hour 2, while spying on Isabella, what do they believe happens that causes them to rush over to her suite?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, she gets a bomb delivered to her, B, she takes her clothes off, C, she starts to choke, or D, she throws someone out of a window?
A.
A is correct for 1 point. So at the end of that round, Nick, I have Joseph in the lead 10-5. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, let's get into round number 3. How's it going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3? Great. Go, Tim.
All right, your first category you can bet points on is Marvel. All right, let's get bets starting with Joseph.
Let's go 2.
And Richie.
1.
Okay, your question in the category of Marvel. In Logan, how does Caliban kill himself? Dark stuff, Ellie. Dark stuff. Your dad just...
You know,
I thought she was coming to say hi, and then he was like, okay, see ya.
What's wrong? You look sad.
No, she wanted to kiss. 5, 4,
Are you meant
3,
to be on screen?
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
Sorry, Ellie, cover your ears, but it's a violent explosion.
And Richie.
Nah, I said poison. Poison himself.
I don't have my board in front of me. That's 12-4.
so game, we're still good. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna keep going. So Nick, what's the next category?
Explosion was correct, by the way.
Explosion's correct.
Yes.
I'm great at my job.
Next category you get points on is Pixar.
Hi. Let's get bets starting with Richie
2.
and Joseph.
Also 2.
Okay, Nick, what's the question?
Your question is, who gets seen by someone without their mask on during the opening fight with the Underminer in Incredibles 2?
The Underminer.
Kind of violent.
Yeah, violent adjacent.
Arlo's father dies a rather horrific death.
That's what I was thinking. There's like the Barracuda eats all those baby eggs, like kills Coral. Like there's some fucked up shit. 5,
But not on screen.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Richie.
Put Elastigirl.
And Joseph.
Violent.
And your winner, Joseph Olivas. Violet was the correct answer. Nick, dominant performance from Joseph today. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, good. Things were looking good for Richie. He kept it close in round 1, and then round 2 was kind of a crapshoot. They both chose categories on the first spin, so like they were categories they were at least confident in, and each person's round 2 wounding up being better on the steals they got. So things were looking good for Richie. He was getting key steals from Joseph. He set himself up nice, but then unfortunately the same thing happened. So Joseph did play very well. I think Richie did too, and then Joseph was just able to close it out at the end. But ultimately, I think it was a pretty even match.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go talk to the players right now in the post-match interview.
I thought that was Bucky barking. Richie, great match for the most part. Like I said, round 2, kind of a crapshoot. You both chose something. I don't know. I know you're good in Law and Order. Like you got the Law and Order category in round 1 correct, and then I feel like you've done well in Law and Order in the past. But you and Joseph being at 2-0, the difficulty level of questions kind of gets harder and harder the better your record gets. And I think that's just what we saw here today, where you both were able to get steals from the other person because you chose something that you thought you were confident in, but maybe weren't ready for the level of questions. At the end of the day, round 3 just didn't fall your way, and you didn't have much room to wiggle with the amount of steals Joseph was able to get off you. But other than that, I think you guys were pretty evenly matched. Would you say so?
Yeah, I thought I did better than I thought I was going to, especially like round 1 went better than I thought, even though, the score was low combined between us. But but I was surprised I was able to get some a lot of steals there off of Joseph. So yeah, like I'm not gonna say I was pretty intimidated going in the match because Joseph's really good, but I thought I held my own pretty well. Just did that round 3. Yeah, didn't get my way, but like excited to come back. And look, I mean my dog might be negative about it, but look, I'm confident I'll win. I don't care what she thinks.
Those sound like happy barks to me. And Richie, I think ending 2-1 on your rookie season is a pretty good start. So I think we're excited to see you back. But congratulations on a good year, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Joseph Olivas, coming into Fandom, I'm not sure where your head was at, whether you were like, this is going to be fun, or like, I'm going to be the rookie of the year and then the next Fandom champion, because you're so used to winning in other divisions that you just can't possibly do something just to have fun. You need to win. I might be way off. I don't know. But it seems like that at the moment because 3-0, your rookie season is very good, and Richie definitely made you earn it today. Is this where you thought you'd be? This is your last singles match for the year, so you're ending undefeated in your rookie season. That's very good. Is that kind of where? Yeah, undefeated, a little asterisk, but undefeated for all intents and purposes. Is this where you thought you'd be when you started back at the beginning of the year?
I mean, I think it's as good as I could have asked for and could have hoped for, given that the 5-way match would have eventually led me to somebody against Joe, and then he probably would have given me a 1 on the lost side. So maybe me not winning that match was a way to help me not end the year with a loss on my record in Fandom. So I don't know, maybe. But you know, I I've seen a couple of these matches. I noticed that a lot of players use Fandom carryover categories into Melee, so I thought maybe I can use that to help myself and possibly other teammates that I have, either in trios or in the future in going back to teams in Melee. So I thought there are a good number of categories and movies that I feel like I know decently well. So I thought, why not try it out? And if not, just have fun. I feel like Melee. I'm trying to get back into the mentality that I need to have fun with these matches, and I feel like I have been doing that. I've been revisiting old movies I haven't seen in a while, like Die Hard 2 and 3, and then revisiting, or not revisiting, visiting new movies I hadn't seen before. So like, it's a overall win-win scenario. Just trying to not make my stats records go too bad.
Sure. It's always fun in the beginning when you're watching new stuff, and then when you have to rewatch the new stuff you've watched, that's when it gets less fun. But Joseph, at 3-0, I can say you'll be in the hunt for a belt amongst other people. So I don't know how high your aspirations are, but 3-0 is a pretty good record to be in contention for at least maybe getting a shot like higher up than you thought you'd get. So I want to wish you a congratulations. I think you've had a great rookie season, and I think we're very excited to see you come back next year.
Cool.
Well, that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you to Richie. Thank you to Joseph. Thank you to Nick for writing. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys next time with another great match. Until then, have a great one. Bye-bye.